Grand afternoon, grand afternoon, grand afternoon. My name is Mystic Powers, and I am here to bring you yet another one. So let's get right on into it. Okay, so when I woke up this morning, I woke up kind of out of element. And not out of element in a bad way, but out of element in a good way. So I'm like, okay, let me go on ahead and get my meditation started, say my prayers, write out my petitions, do what I do spiritually before I start pulling out my cards. And I did just that when I felt something kind of like gently descend upon my crown chakra. And I have been really paying attention to these Kali Ma Oracle cards because the energy that this deity brings is very, very beautiful, especially this particular manifestation of her. So when I picked up the deck to go and shuffle it, I looked at the bottom of the deck, and there she was. And I was just so enamored by the love energy radiating towards me from the card. Okay, so I'm like, I don't know what manifestation of Kali Ma she is. So let me go on ahead and look her up. And so I did so. Kamala is a sign to share what you know, to increase love, peace in the world without trying to force or dominate another to agree. She asks for your unconditional trust so she can gently distance you from structure and lowering energies to help you rise above and shine your beautiful, peaceful light. So, this deity here was offering me this here flower because 9 times out of 10 when I pull my cards, I take a nap because I get deep into meditation to where I just automatically fall asleep. So after meditation nap, after I pulled my cards, deities will come to me. And she offered me this flower here. And she said to me that sometimes everybody's right. And when I heard that, I was like, it makes sense, but it kind of don't make sense. Because love is the highest frequency of energy there is. It doesn't matter what face, what name belongs to a specific deity. What matters is the energy you are feeling from that particular deity. We only apply faces and names so that we know how to translate energy, which is meant to be felt, to one another. So, excuse me, if this energy to me represents the divine feminine, where to many it might be Mary Magdalene, or to many it might be Mary, right? It doesn't matter what the face or the name is. It matters what energy that name and face is presenting to you. So, us light workers, we tend to take our beliefs from many places. If you are a light worker, you are not restricted to one spiritual belief. And because we have that universal knowledge and understanding of this, of how energy works, we are to be traveling and spreading knowledge to those who are awakening. Now, it is not necessarily our job to force upon people our beliefs. Everybody can be right and wrong at the same time. It is only our job to bring the frequency of love. That's what's most important. If we come and say Jesus is the highest frequency of love, and our intentions reflect that of the divine love, whatever divine love may be, right? Then you, who are supposed to be steadfast in your beliefs, because you have an understanding with the divine for yourself and not what others say about it, right? Feeling confident within yourself, should be able to bring the frequency of love to that person and still be able to worship. If you can do this, then you know what you are supposed to be doing. Because I pulled out ruin cards to clarify this beautiful deity right here. Her energy is just, I mean, like, if you ever watch the Powerpuff Girls, right, when they're like fighting and they have this like streak of glittery green going in behind them, just imagine a whole bunch of golden rays is what I don't know how to explain it. Rays, love, energy. The energy was radiating down on to me in my dream. Her energy is, how I tried to explain it was, when I saw the picture of the manifestation of Kali Ma, it told me love with no judgment. That fuzzy, warm kind of love I can see in myself. So there's no question about I have been open and honest that most of my spirituality comes from Hindu faith. And this particular deck, which is different aspects of Kali Ma, who is the Hindu goddess, I'm learning these different aspects of this goddess. And the more and more I learn the different aspects of this goddess, the more and more I understand. There are two goddesses that has already descended upon me to this day. The first one was Goddess Sekhmet, and this is the second one. When you are able to work with divine mother energies, it can be very overwhelming because I'm someone who never really had a relationship or was able to have a decent relationship with their mother. So I had to make amends with my mother and heal what was wrong between me and my mother. And my mother is already passed. That was very difficult, but that's something I have done. And the reason why this particular deity descended on me was because of the fact that I had truly went into the deepest part of love that I carry for the divine feminine energy. The divine feminine energy is in everyone, whether you're masculine or feminine. Okay, so now we're going to go into the ruin stones, and hold on a second, I gotta find them here. Oh, here they go. So the first one that came out is Fihu. This one right here. Fihu symbolizes wealth, abundance, prosperity, nourishment, new beginning, creative potential, and the harmonious flow of energy through giving and receiving. It can signify financial success and gains, benefits deeper meanings, encourages you to reflect on the values, and can warn against negative consequences of hoarding wealth. Okay, so knowing that divine feminine energy is present, and you can be a male and divine feminine energy, okay? But if you are divinely guided, you are in divine energy, divine feminine energy. No matter what divine energy you are in, this may be the divine energy that appeared to me, but you may have a different face or a different kind of divine energy. Remember, the highest frequency is love. So this is just what the highest frequency of love looks like to me. Okay? You may have someone else that looks different, and that's fine. It's just the frequency that it brings. So, Fihu, it's a time for giving and receiving. remember the divine feminine, okay, has the gift to be able to bring healing, right, through any spiritual practices. And understand that energy is energy and how energy works. You have knowledge of this. You're very good with reading energy. About this time, you don't even have to sit up there and pull out cards, because I woke up this morning and I was like, yes, let's get to it. It's a time for the divine feminine energy. You could be masculine or feminine. Those who are able to, you are being called to step forward and give to each other by any means necessary. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to give money. You can give other things, okay? Advice is a good form of currency. If you are doing a good for yourself as a spiritualist in spiritual workings with knowledge, divine knowledge, it is your job, right, to make sure that you are healing people by any means necessary. And we do this in two ways. We just don't do this in the physical. When we go to sleep, we travel to people that we do not know and we heal them. This is when you wake up and you say, man, I had a dream, but it was a couple of people in there I didn't know. Well, they had a job to do. Try to find a way to stabilize your dreams to where you will be able to remember what it is these people are doing while they're in your dreams, because most of the time they're in the background. You just don't notice them, but they're really there healing you. We travel out of our bodies to one another through our consciousness, the Christ consciousness, and we heal each other. And then we wake up, and then we heal each other in the physical, because we are all connected. Then we have radio. Radio signifies journey, travel, and spiritual movement, representing a personal path of life that can involve both physical and inner growth. Its meaning emphasizes the importance of progress, direction, and embarking the natural rhythms of life, embarking on new adventures, navigating a difficult but favorable path, or the need to trust and align with life's natural process. So, divinely guided message here is, if you have divine wisdom, right, given to you by the divine mother, we are to be using it to enrich each other, to heal each other, to help each other, so that when we do this in the divine feminine energy, whether you are a masculine or a feminine, you are helping to heal the feminine aspect of Christ consciousness. That's awakening. Now, I'm pretty sure later on down the line, we're going to be working on the masculine part of Christ consciousness. But today we're speaking about the feminine, whether you're a masculine or feminine, okay? So this was part 1 of this reading, and I will see you over in part 2.